Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 10 of my Athletic Bilbao series for Football Manager 2019. So, this is the first episode of Season 3 of us being in charge of Athletic Bilbao. And, if you watched the previous episode, you'll know exactly what sort of happened in regards to my career here at Bilbao. The board was very upset, to say the least, at the fact that we finished 7th in the league and did not make our goal of Champions League football. As a result, they gave me an ultimatum, and as you can see here, reach a points target, and that's set by our chairman. We have 4 games left, the first of which we won, so we had 5 games, and I think we had to reach 11 points from those 5 games, or the first 5 games of the season. I'm going to go into the transfers first of all. Of course, pre-season has happened. There is a little bit of activity. I'll go into it in a second, as you can see down here. We're currently trying to bring Inaki Williams back to the club. Now, we do have an offer accepted for 16.75 million, which is obviously more or less than half of what we sold him to Real for. So I think that's a shrewd little bit of business that we're doing there. It's only been 1 season, of course. We sold him last year at about this time, maybe a little bit prior. The transfer window shuts in 1 day, so I'm hoping this deal will get through. Unfortunately, his wages are 185k per week with like a 50k appearance fee per game, which is absolutely ridiculous, but ultimately, it's probably one of the best players that we could have at the club. I got the finances that I wanted, and I mean, as a result, I'll show you the finances of the club. We currently sit at 167 million in the bank. When you consider where we started the series, as you can see back here in July, we were just under 20 million, so 147 mil profit in 3 seasons I think is very good, and if you look at the projection, it's only going to get better from here. As a result, of course, that gives us a lot more freedom now with our transfers, and ultimately I think the club's in a bit of a better spot. I mean, if we look at the facilities as well, I have upgraded the youth facilities. I've also upgraded junior coaching and youth recruitment, and they're both at a very high level. Exceptional junior coaching and extensive youth recruitment, which is exactly what a club like this needs, to be honest. Apart from that, we did bring a couple of players in, or we brought 1 player in, I should say. We did let a few players go as well. Sabin Marino was let go to Osasuna for 250k. We let this guy go out on a free transfer. He was from the B team. We sold Adoni Lopez, who made a couple of appearances in the first team. Did he? Maybe he didn't. I think I brought him up, but I don't think I ever actually used him. We sold him to John Book Motors for 19k. I had better offers, but those clubs wanted us to pay some of his wages, whereas John Book just wanted to sign him. And yeah, we managed to get him off without actually having to pay any of his wages. We then sold Aitor Fernandez, the backup goalkeeper that I brought in last season, for 900k. We shipped him off for 1.4 mil. Nice little 500k profit there. We let Lucas Hermida go out on loan to Granada in the 2nd division, where he's going to get he's going to be a key player in terms of his playing time. We let Enrico Jimenez go out on loan to our feeder club Baracaldo, where he's also going to be a key player. And finally, Miguel, who is a player we brought in this season on a pretty cheap transfer, 1.1 million. He went out on loan to Real Murcia, and I think that's going to be good. They're a 3rd-tier team, but they do have quite good facilities, and again, he is going to be getting key playing time in that division. So yeah, they're the transfers. I mean, there wasn't too much really, but of course we're trying to get that big deal over the line for Williams from our opponents today, Real Madrid, of course. There is a possibility that he could actually play against us, which would be interesting, no doubt. As far as the friendlies go, we did play quite a lot of them. We also played the first game of the La Liga season. Our first friendly was against Tottenham, where we got absolutely battered 5-2. The second friendly was against Granada, who we beat 3-1. We then versed Guernica, one of the affiliated clubs, and we beat them 2-0. Before we took on Roma, beat them 3-1. And then Schalke, exactly the same result, another 3-1 victory there. We then versed league rival Valencia, and we did lose this game. Disappointingly, I actually had to replay this game because the save file crashed, and we had actually won this game, I think 2 or 3-0 the first time I played it. Second time I played it, we weren't so lucky and we lost 1-0, so it is what it is, but we moved on and beat Olympiacos 3-0 after that. Before we had the first game against Celta Vigo, of course they were the team we lost to, no, sorry, we drew in the last episode. Did we draw? I can't even remember. I'm pretty sure we drew. No, we lost. We lost 3-2. Okay. Interesting. So we got a bit of revenge there. That is essentially why the pressure was on in terms of the board giving me an ultimatum. But we beat them 2-0 in the first game. Hervias in the 20th minute and Benat in the 49th. We also had another friendly. Unfortunately, because of these feeder teams being around, they do get annual friendlies where they can schedule them for really whatever time they want, and I unfortunately can't decline them. So this was scheduled 2 days after that game and 5 days before today's game against Real Madrid. We beat them 2-0. Nice and easy, as you would expect. So yeah, we've got 3 points out of the proposed 11 we need to satisfy the board, and we've got a massive game against Real Madrid here today. I thought I would live com this one, just because it's a little bit more important than the Celta Vigo one, as we're away from home as well, going to the Santiago Bernabeu. So yeah, let's get into the game today. Obviously, there have been some changes. We are using a different tactic at the moment. As you can see, we've dropped the defensive midfielder and we've gone for an attacking midfielder instead. Ultimately, it's a lot less focused on possession and more focused on winning the ball back and then playing slick football to try and score goals, is essentially what it is. We are playing narrow. I can play wide, but the narrow is a little bit more defensive in regards to players being, they're a bit tighter, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, today's lineup will be Ramiro in goals. I'm going to go with Kappa and Yuri as our two fullbacks, with Nunes and Martinez as our centre-backs, still playing as ball-playing defenders. We're going to go with two centre mids today, both ball-winning midfielders, Noles Cohen and Itaraspe. Struggling to pronounce some names sometimes. But yeah, we are playing with an inside forward on the right-hand side this time. A little bit different to the possession-based tactic. That's going to be Sasita. The left-hand side, unfortunately, Munain's injured. So Hervias, who did play really well in the last game, he was man of the match. He'll play on the left wing as an advanced playmaker. Benat will slot into the AMC role, of course, the new role there. And then he's just going to be an attacking midfielder on support. And up front, we're going to go with a pressing forward through Villa Libre. The bench today will be, Aguirre-Bala. I don't know. It's a tough one. We'll call him Julian, the backup goalkeeper. He's just from the B team. Of course, we sold the other backup goalkeeper. Just made a little profit on him. I mean, he's never going to play. We had this guy in the reserves, so it's kind of a no-brainer. May as well. Going to have Garmienda, Luque, Vesca, Martinez, Cordoba, and Catalan as the other members of the bench. And to say that this game is an important one is definitely an understatement. I really don't want the series to end right now. I'm having a lot of fun. As you can see, I'm trying to just make a few tweaks here and there. Of course, we're bringing in a few youth players. A lot of them have got potential. We've sent a few of them out on loan this season, and hopefully next season they'll be ready to just sort of challenge for first team slots. Another thing I should mention is that there have been other offers for players, and I've rejected them. And unfortunately, players are still getting upset, so I think we definitely need to kick on again in the league, although that will probably cause more problems, but I'm really looking forward to having a nice, good season here, and hopefully not getting the sack. I will do an episode if we do actually get sacked, But I don't think that's going to happen because this new tactic is... It does seem very strong. And of course I probably jinxed that right there, as I usually do if you've watched my videos before. Of course. It's literally just on time. That is perfection. Kovacic scores 5 minutes in off the corner. I really just need to stop talking sometimes, I think. That's probably the best way forward for my team to actually win and not concede goals. It seems to happen all the time when I'm talking my team up. The other team scores a goal. Anyways, it is Real Madrid. I mean, I can't be too upset, can I? Of course, Real have really dominated us the last few times that we versed them. In that first season, we were getting a lot of the big teams, and we were causing them problems. We were beating them, drawing with them a lot. I mean, the half does finish 1-0 there, so that's a bit of a positive. I'm going to try and tell the boys to show me something else in the second half. But I think overall, I would be very, very happy if we can get a goal back and, yeah, finish level for this game, because a draw, of course, it's important in terms of the results. I don't want to... I mean, the more games I can avoid losing and the more games I can win, the better, obviously, but a point against Real Madrid would definitely be good. Although it's probably not going to have too much of an effect, as AuspiciousAussie with a goal. It's unexpected and it's surprising, but it has happened. A bit of a deflected shot there by Sasita, and it fell to AuspiciousAussie, and he just put it in the back of the net. Thank God. Honestly, I would like to... we'll make a sub. We've got 10 minutes to go. Let's bring Martinez on. Benat's been really bad. Let's bring Catalan on as well. Of course, he's come up with the goal against a big team here and there. Of course, last season I think he scored against Real. Yeah, he did. I'm pretty sure he scored against Real last season as well. So hopefully the boys can hold on here. Actually, do you know what? We're going to pause it here. The last few minutes of the game, we're just going to go. We're going to go defensive. We've got to do it. Got to do it. I want the draw. I definitely want the draw. There's still a minute and a half left of injury time here as well, as Real Madrid bring the ball forward for this highlight. No! Oh, come on. Can we get any more unlucky? I shouldn't have put on defensive. I shouldn't have put on defensive. That always happens. God damn it. That's really disappointing. That is super, super disappointing. Damn it. I thought we could have done it and just held on and got the draw, but it wasn't to be. 2-1 loss to Real Madrid. Damn it. I'm really upset about that. That's a bit of a kick in the teeth. Yeah, that really sucks. Anyways, guys, hopefully I'll get that deal with Williams wrapped up, and he'll hopefully be able to fire a few goals in for us in these next 3 games. I basically have to win all of them. I literally do, actually. I literally have to win all 3 games. I definitely think it's possible. But it's nerve-wracking, and I don't know, I'm having a lot of fun with this save, and if it was to end, I would actually be really upset. Anyways, guys, if you could like the video, that'd be great. Subscribe if you're a new viewer, and apart from that, take it easy, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.